Right, let's move on to hardware configuration. So we'll start by opening up the Pi case. The thing we have to do here is, before we go any further, we have to set up the camera. For this demonstration, I'll just use a straight Raspberry Pi camera. Again, can use the Pi Noir, but we're just going to use this. So let me open the box. You get this little disc thing. You can set that aside. You don't need it for anything. So shove that in the box. Put that aside. Now, this is what our camera looks like. Okay. And then we got a metal end on that ribbon. That has to be positioned in a certain way. But first, we have to fix this in the Pi case, the Pi mount. So we have to position the metal strip to face the back end of the Pi away from the USB ports. So we have to feed that into the case a certain way. So we'll do that. Oh no, that's not the right way. Okay. So there we go. Let's put that in there. Okay, now you can see there's little prongs in there. We want to seat the Pi thing there. Let's take, there's a little protective cover. We're going to remove that little filament, get rid of that. So now it's kind of seated on there, and we've got the little cover here. Now we got to be careful when we're setting this up that the camera doesn't move the way it's seated. So let's see if we can do this very gently. Okay, let's make sure it's like that. Okay, that's still not seated correctly. Let's try fixing this. Okay, it should be flush if we've got it set up correctly. So now we have to face this the correct way. There's two halves of the case, and let's get this organized correctly. Okay, so you can see this is the part of the case where the USB ports will be exposed. The metal ribbon has to face towards the back. So we have to feed the cable in this way. Whoops, sorry. So we have to feed the cable in this way. Okay. Okay. So now we're sure that the cable is facing the correct way. So now let's just set that aside. That is actually very important. You can get the whole thing put together and realize, whoops, I've put the ribbon in the wrong way, and now the camera doesn't connect to the Pi very well. Well, it'll connect, you just won't get a signal from it. So, right, let's open this thing. Alright, so this is our Pi. Now, we have to be very ginger in putting the cable in. These little prong things, let me show you real quick. They lift up on the side here. Let's see. So you can hopefully you can see that. So but you can snap that, and I have actually broken it once in the past. So now our goal is going to be so you've got the metal end of the ribbon, and that needs to go in here like that. Well, let's see if you can see that a little better. Trying to do this the best I can. And then you lock down the ends here. So in the final configuration, it's seated with the metal strip facing the back of the Pi away from the USB ports in the front. So now we've gotten that far. We'll seat it in the case like so, and then we'll bring this end around. Okay, and we'll see our ports all line up correctly. And once we get done, we'll put that on, and then that can go like that. Right. So they've given us a bag of screws. So we'll just screw that all together. Okay. Oop. Okay, then we'll do this side next. Okay. And almost done here. Now we have a leftover screw. This is for attaching a mount, but we won't worry about this right now. So then we'll just put this little lid on like that, and then attach that like that. Then we need to take our micro SD card, and we need to put the color side or the metal prongs facing down in there like that. Okay, and for the USB storage, it can go on any of the ports. The script will find the storage and mount it correctly, whatever USB port you put it in. So that's how it will ultimately look when you get done with it. And then we'll apply the power to it. And if you're going to use a local connection via our K400 Logitech wireless keyboard, you can take the adapter and shove that in any free port. And that is how it'll look when we put all the hardware together.